just see James is departing the ABC in his vehicle, so I won't show the vehicle or the rego number. I had hoped to be able to ask James how lucky are we in Melbourne to have not had global warming arrive here yet. It's 15 or 16 degrees in Melbourne today, and the skies are cloudy. It's been sheets of rain in the last hour or so. I might point out that Australia 108 has reached external completion. I'm not sure what's going on the upper floors inside currently, but it took about 2 years to build that from the hole in the ground, and it's taken about 2 years for the works outside their ABC to reach this stage. I guess that's the difference between government progress and private enterprise. I had wanted to ask James if he had any comment about a recent media report that China reckons the COVID infection originated in Italy and was exported to China on frozen food packaging. So they previously blamed the US military bringing it to China during some sort of conference back in I don't know, February or March or earlier, late last year perhaps. And recently they're suggesting that the source of the global pandemic was in fact Italy, who exported it to China. Didn't get a chance to ask James about that, and I wanted to ask if he thought that, you know, there's controversy now from Australian manufacturers about whether Australia should have been in the vanguard of global interested parties seeking to get verification of where COVID came from, and seeking Chinese cooperation in those inquiries, and the adverse effect that Australia's involvement in the initial request for a global inquiry, the adverse effect on our exporters. I gather from figures that there have now been over 62 million reported infections worldwide, and about 1.5 million deaths, including 907 in Australia. So I think it's a perfectly reasonable request to see if we can get to the bottom of where it came from and who said what in the early stages of the spread of the infection, and could there have been better intergovernmental cooperation in stopping the spread. One scenario that I've heard reported is that China shut down their own internal borders for travellers from Wuhan, but allowed hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people to fly out of Wuhan to various international destinations, spreading the infection globally. Bill Thompson for Outside Insiders.